Hey, what's up? My name is Anthony, and I was thinking about a story that I got in my head. Maybe you make a movie deal out of it. If not, it's okay. But I want to send a message to all the people out there that has been bullied or bullied someone, so you should know how this feels or felt about the bullying in this world. And rest in peace to that kid that killed himself because he was being bullied. You should remember who that was. It wasn't that long ago. Well, anyway, the name of this title is called The Bully. Well, there's this kid who grew up in a broken home. No one seemed to care about him. His mom always blamed him for his dad leaving. She didn't care about him. She was a druggie. She was fast, always going out doing stuff. She met a guy that became his stepdad in time and treated him like shit. Like he was a redheaded stepchild. I mean, beat the crap out of him all the time. Really, really hurt him. Really bad. He hated himself. He hated his mom. His stepdad called him a piece of shit. He's worthless. He ain't nothing. He's a fucking freeloader and this and that. And his mom said he's scum. He's worthless. She wished she never had him. It's his fucking fault that his real father left. He was a good man, she said. She was good upon once a time, but it's a broken home. And then he goes to school. And this is a society where there's bullies nowadays, and it's a lot harder than it was back in that day. So he doesn't know what to do. He gets picked on. He gets pushed. People tease him. They don't even know he's around. They don't even know he's there. Well, here it goes. This kid only has one friend. There's this girl that really cares about him. She adores him. So they're sitting there, and he cares about her so much, They get along really good. She's kind of in the nerdish class, Decent, pretty little woman. Nice glasses, And he gives her this rosary. He says to her, one day, this will mean something a lot to you. This is from my heart for you. She smiles at him. Here comes the bully. Bully pushes him. The bully says, what are you going to do about it, bitch? Kid looks at him, doesn't do anything. The bully says, that's what I thought, bitch. Fucking punk. Loser. Walks away. He's a bully. He pushes him all the time. He got his little stooges, his stupid stooges always messing with him. But the bully's the main guy that always picks on him, He just can't take it no more. He always asks for help. No one helps him. No one does anything for him. He goes home, he gets beat. He gets burned with cigarettes. He gets slapped. He gets yelled at. Thrown to the floor. He gets kicked. I just can't take this no more, man. Why does this gotta happen to me? What did I ever do? So he goes to school. There's his friend waiting for him, like she always does in the morning. There's that bully. Every single day pushes him, slaps him, kicks him, pushes him around. He just can't take this crap no more. And the bully always looks at him, what are you going to do about it, bitch? So he always says to him, what are you going to do about it? He looks at him with this anger in his eye. Like he wants to do something, but he doesn't. He doesn't do anything at that time. So the kid looks at him, walks away. Later on, they're eating at lunch. He's eating, of course, with his friend, the only friend he's got. And the bully walks up to him, looks at him and says, thanks for the food, faggot. Throws the food on the floor, looks at the girl and goes, what are you going to do about it, little punk? You ain't going to do shit, just sit down there and watch your fucking mouth. The kid stands up defending his friend. Why you got to mess with me, man? What did I ever do? You go, shut up! And slaps the kid. The kid falls to the floor. He's looking up at the bully. Why his eyes swelling up? What do you want from me, man? That's all he says. And the bully says, because you're a faggot. That's why. You're a fucking flaming faggot. And everything goes quiet in the room. And I hear this, ha 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 ha. All these kids laughing, pushing him. He looks up and his girl's looking at him. And she's sad. She don't know what to do. And he's looking up at this freaking bully. And he hears all these kids laughing and laughing and laughing. So he stands up. He looks at his friend because she tries to help him. He goes, "No! Get away from me. Just leave me alone, man. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone." And he runs down that hallway. He's running down the street. His backpack on him, running to this middle class neighborhood that used to be good one day, back in the day. He hears gunshots. Pop, 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 pop. It was a drive-by. He hits the ground so quick, he's scared. He don't know what the hell to do. He hears screaming. He hears yelling. He hears, car takes off. He hears, the car drives by him and keeps going. Wondering what that smash was. Looks up. And right in front of him was his gun. He grabs the gun. He puts it into the backpack. He runs all the way home. He comes into the home. Puts it down. He hears, "Hey, bitch, get over here." Oh, great. It's the stepfather. He walks in and the stepfather goes, "What happened to your eye?" He said, "In your business." And the stepfather says, "Don't you have that tone and tone with me, young man." Grabs him by the back of his shirt and smacks the back of his head. He's screaming for his mother help, but his mother doesn't help. She turns away, shuts the door while drinking on some fucking rum. He throws that kid to the floor and starts beating the shit out of him, takes off his fucking belt and starts smacking and smacking and smacking him. He's screaming, "Help! Help!" No one's fucking helping him, and he realizes no one's coming to help him. So he curls up in a fetus and he takes it. He runs into his room and he slams that fucking door. He starts slamming everything, punching the fucking walls, taking his posters off the wall. "I'm tired of this shit. I can't take it. I can't take it." He looks at his backpack, opens it, and grabs that gun. He grabs that gun and he looks at it. Then he stops. He thinks. He pushes that button, takes out the clip. There's one bullet left in that gun. Just one bullet. He puts it in there, shuts it, takes a deep breath, and puts it back in his backpack. Then he goes to school. Then he sees his girlfriend. Well, his friend, but he kind of wished it was his girlfriend. He really liked her, and I know she liked him. And the prom's coming. Everybody wants to go to the prom, right? So the poor kid with a black eye, hurt ego, sees a girl, so it makes it worthwhile. So he starts walking up to her to ask her, "Hey, will you go to the prom with me?" And there's that bully. He's like, "Great. What am I going to do now?" So he walks towards her, hopefully, slap or push to the floor or something. And then the bully will leave him alone. But he walks up to the bully and just looks at him. And walks to his girl, his friend. And she has her head down. He looks back at the bully and the bully's smiling. He's like, "What's going on?" Well, anyways, I'm just wondering, would you like to go to the prom with me? She looks at him with a sad look on his face. She says, "I'm already going with someone." He said, "What? Rodney, the newspaper artist? He asked you, didn't he?" She said no. Let me guess, you're going with the cousin, right? She says no again. She looked at the bully, and kid looks back and looks at the bully, and the bully's just smiling with this little smirk on his face. And he goes, why would she go with you when she's going with a real man like this? He looks at her. Is this true? She puts her head back down again in shame and says, and it felt like he was a vampire with a stake going right through his heart. Sorry. And then the bully, to top it off, walks over there and kisses her and holds her. The only person that he thought cared about him seemed like she didn't. So he turned around and he ran all the way home. I can't fucking believe this. Fuck this shit, man. Fuck this shit. He looks around and he's looking for his backpack and he finds it. He finds that backpack and he grabs that gun with that one bullet in that chamber. He cocks it. He puts the gun in his mouth. Nothing happens. Still, nothing happens. Still, nothing. Pulls back the clock. The bullet's still in the chamber. Well, he's thinking, I guess it wasn't meant to be. Clocks it. Puts the gun on the table. And thinking, okay, I know it should be done. With this evil look on his face, I know it should be done. He goes to sleep with a grin on his face and a plot for revenge. Next morning, he grabs that gun, he puts it in his backpack, and he walks to school. When he gets there, he walks through them hallways. Everything going in slow motion. His heart pounding. Heavy breathing. Everybody looking. Not even paying attention, laughing, smirking. Keep walking by. A couple people grinning, laughing at him. He gets fucking pissed off. He grabs that backpack off his shoulder. He reaches in there and he grabs that gun. Now with all this hate and anger coming through his whole body, he's got that gun in his hand. It's going in slow motion. His heart is pounding and pounding. Everybody's not even paying attention for some odd reason. He sees that bully in the distance at his locker. So he walks up to that bully. Slow motion. Then the bully turns at him at normal speed now and says, "What do you want, faggot?" And that kid pistol whips him and hits him on the ground with furious anger. Everybody gets startled. And he says, "And if anybody fucking runs, I will start shooting everybody up right now." There's the principal, there's a teacher, there's a security guard. They want to do something, but they don't because he's got the gun pointed at everybody. And as the bully is on that floor with blood gushing from his head, with the puzzle looking up like, what the fuck just happened? "Stand up! Stand up, man!" He points that gun at that bully. And then he says to everybody else, "If anyone wants to be a hero, I'll shoot the first person that fucking steps up." And he looks back at the bully and says, "Why, man? Why? What did I ever do to you? Huh? What did I ever do to you? You bully me, and you fucking bully me. You keep pushing me till I fucking go home. And I go home.
My mother calls me names and says I'm worthless because my fucking father wasn't there. My stepdad beats the shit out of me and puts cigarettes out on me. Calls me worthless. Nothing. Who are you? Huh? Who are you, man? And then I come home to nothing. Except for bruises and bumps. And I come to school. And you beat the shit out of me. And you treat me like shit. Why? Why'd you have to take the only thing that I had? Huh? I could have took those beatings, but you had to take what I had. Who are you? Well, today, the bully has become the bullied.
Everything was quiet. And as that blood dripped down from that bully's face, from getting pistol whipped, there was a puzzled look on his face. As that dead body's on the floor, everything's going in slow motion. Principal on the walkie-talkie, cops running in, security, teachers to get there to this kid, but it's too late. He took his own life. And there's that girl, his best friend that loved him so much, with her glasses, her nerdy look, and a sad face with the rosary right in her hand. As the bully stares, wondering what the hell just happened, still with that puzzled look on his face. Paramedics get there trying to help him, but it's too late. When they grab the gun, they pull back the chamber, empty. Take out the clip, empty. No more bullets in that gun. The only bullet they found that matched that gun was that bullet in that kid's head. Maybe you can feel the story. Maybe you've been bullied, or maybe you have been bullied, or maybe you're thinking about going to school and taking someone's life. It's not worth it. Success, a better life than them, is the best revenge you can have. But the moral of this story is, the bullied has become the bullied.